Attention. If you or a loved one suffer from being completely ass at Call of Duty, this video may be able to help. Enjoy. Welcome guys. Thank you so very much for taking time out of your busy schedules to come and check out this video. My name is Matt, also known as Jackal. Today's going to be a little bit different, guys. I know I've been doing a lot of class setups, map overviews. We're going to go back to my original style of video. It's just kind of me talking to you guys, giving you guys some examples on how to just be better, you know? There's a lot of people out there that have a lot of excuses for when they lose a gunfight. I'm lagging. You may say, my gun doesn't have the right attachments. My settings are wrong. Maybe he's cheating, you know, whatever it may be. But the rarely heard reason as to why you lose a gunfight, maybe your opponent was just better. Maybe they just put in more time to get better at this game. Maybe you should do the same. So today I'm going to give you guys my top 3 ways on how to improve your gun skill and just general, as fundamentally as possible, get better at Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. So without further ado, guys, we're going to hop in and give you guys my first tip. So here we go. My first tip for you guys on how to get better is to just practice.
We're talking about practice.
As obvious as it may seem, just playing the game, you know? But playing the game with a purpose. This may be in public match. This also could be in bots if you're not as comfortable playing on public match. Do what I'm about to do here. Load into a multiplayer versus bots section. Move your bots to whatever difficulty you are comfortable with. If you want to start on recruit, go for it. I'm going to start on hardened just so that you guys can get the gist of what I'm actually doing. Practice with a purpose. You're not just running around shooting bots mindlessly like this. You know, that's not going to do you any good. You should be practicing with a purpose. So you're working on centering. You're working on before you aim, or before you aim down sights, you're working on getting your opponent in the center of your screen. Cold War has this little dot in the middle you can see. Work on getting that in the center before you start ADSing. And that way you know your crosshair is 100% on him. And you are absolutely 100% going to get the kill with the right weapon combination that they're using versus yours. Once you get that down, you know, maybe you start adding some slide in, and then you find an opponent. You know? Make sure you're reloading. A little jump peek maybe. You know, whatever it may be. You're not just running around aimlessly getting kills. Work with a purpose. And if you guys don't know what those purposes should be, comment down below and I will 100% give you guys a video directly dedicated to those purposes that you should be working on. Trying to figure out what you're not great at. Trying to figure out what you need to improve on. One thing I've always tried to work on that I've never been good at, firing my gun before I'm ADSing. I was talking about centering, but you can also hip fire a little bit. Make sure you get that kill at the end. You know, work with different guns at different ranges. Obviously, I just jumped into Nuketown because it's a basic map that most people probably already know by now. It's a great map on Cold War to do this on. Remember, you're just practicing. You know, I mean, that took me all of what, 10 minutes? Not even, like 2 or 3, and I just got 30 kills on bots. Jump shot, you know, using my equipment, turn and burn, sliding around corners, you know, working on the fundamentals of Call of Duty. This is the most basic Call of Duty you will ever see on my channel. So that's step 1, guys. Practice. Just play against bots with a purpose and know what that purpose is. Tip number 2, know what weapon you're using and know the limitations of that weapon. If you're going to run around with an M4, an XM4, know that its damage output is a lot higher, but its recoil is also a lot higher than, say, a submachine gun. Your mobility is going to be hurt. You're not going to be as accurate when you're sprinting around the map and trying to sprint out of fire. You're going to be most useful set up on an angle, set up on some form of head glitch, and just giving them the straight beams. You know, that last game, I was able to just sprint around the map and get kills easily with that AK. That AK-74U. But with the M4, you're more useful on a head glitch or just holding an angle, holding down your aim down sights button. Like that. You know, I shouldn't have won that gunfight. There's no reason an M4 will win that gunfight in pubs with, you know, competent enemies. You should know, as an assault rifle or an LMG player, you aren't going to be running around the map. You are going to be sitting on a head glitch or patrolling one area looking for long range kills. Leave the short range kills to your submachine guns on your team. On the other side, if you're using a Krig is even less mobile than your M4. M4 is what's considered a flex player weapon, where it's fairly mobile but still has great range. Whereas a Krig, you're going to be sitting on head glitches even more so. Your ADS time may seem like it's going to help you a lot, but it really only helps you in those long range gunfights, because your mobility is literal dog water. You're not patrolling around. You're sitting on a head glitch, just getting piece after piece. But there's no reason for you to be running around the map if you have an LMG, AR, or anything really, other than a submachine gun. Theoretically, you shouldn't be running around the map too much. I know snipers are kind of that weird, you know, they go against the logic of that, but basically just know what weapon you're using. Know the recoil patterns, know the limitations, know how mobile you can and should be with that weapon going into your match. My third and final tip, which I don't really have much for gameplay here, but basically just play off your teammates. I've touched on this before in a past video, but basically just don't crowd with your teammates too much. If you're crowding with your teammates thinking, oh, they're going to lead me to the enemies, 9 times out of 10, they end up leading you to your death. There's a lot of logic behind being on your own and just being aware on the map. I'm going to have a link right here in one of the cards as well as down below to the playlist. But find my video on map awareness. I think this was honestly one of my most well thought out videos that I've had out so far. So find that and watch that. Know exactly where your teammates are, what angles they're watching, and watch something else. It's a lot harder in pubs because communication isn't always there, and you know, you may get called shit can, dog water, whatever it may be. But try to figure out what angles they're watching. If they give up that angle, try to recognize that and take care of it, you know? Cover that angle. If they go take a different angle, see what lanes are now open. It's a lot of your own mistakes that you're making. Positioning, map awareness, whatever it may be. That has been today's video on pure gun skill and how to hone your gun skill to be better. Hopefully you found this video helpful, guys. If you did, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. Something like 65% of you guys that are watching my videos aren't subscribed. So if you guys could hit that subscribe button, that would be absolutely incredible. Thank you ahead of time for that. As I say in every video, guys, comment down below something that you guys are looking to improve upon and something I can help you guys with. I've been playing Call of Duty for a long time at a very high level. Some of you may not know this, but I could have gone professional in Black Ops 3. Hopefully you guys are finding these videos helpful. If you are, make sure to share them with your friends so that they can also be helped by these videos. Having said that, and with that said, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, night, morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time of day it may be, wherever you may be. Talk to you later, guys. Happy slaying.